Hi guys, welcome back to Bunny Designs. I thought I would have a look at the difference between the Derwent metallic pencils and the Derwent paint set. So this is the metallic pan pocket set, which is like a watercolor pan, and they've done the same with the Graphitint as well. So I'm going to do a bit of a comparison with that. These have got different names and different numbers, whereas the Graphitint, there's 24 Graphitint. There's only 12 pencils, but in the Graphitint Derwent pencils, there are 24. So I'm thinking that they're going to bring out another set. So this might be set 1 and the other is the set 2. I just can't put my hands on the pencils at the minute. But I have been having a bit of a play with the pencil set that I bought a long time ago, the metallic Derwent metallic pencils, and they've got a little paintbrush on because they're water-based. And I've been using them in my little book, which is why the pencils haven't really been kind of moved down a bit, because they're not used. I just have to do this if I forget, which I didn't. Done something wrong. Oh. I don't seem to have got my live chat going. Oh, never mind. Oh dear. So I'll put my little button there. So I've got a piece of this, what I call this Seagate Extra Wet Strength sketchbook paper. It's really nice to sketch on. It's nice to draw in pens, pencils, but it will take a tiny bit of water if you want to do a bit of colouring. So the names are different. So we've got a gold, and we do have an antique gold and a gold number 82. There's a pale gold, which I'm not sure. We have a silver. So we got maybe that's the pale gold, that one. Then we've got gold. There's a blue. There's a green. There's like a yellow, which might be the lime green. That bronze might be a sunset. They might have just renamed them. There's a pinky one, which is called pink, and there's the purple one, which we've got a purple. I'm not sure we've got a red. The one that we've got is copper. That's the red, and the graphite. Don't seem to have a graphite one either. So, but I'll have a bit of a play. And then I'll have a go with these pens. Now, I don't like them in here because I do take the sponge out though. I don't really like them in there. So what I do is I tend to put them into a traditional set. And this had my I think this is what became my Sennelier. So it's still sticky after 2 years of not using it. But I'll use that up somewhere along the line, and then I'll have a tin. And then the Derwent brush will fit in, and I don't have to put it together every time, which I would do if I kept this one. And this one is a little bit wetter than the old one, the one that's in the set. You can buy this on its own. It's about £8. I think it's £12 in the set. Sorry, beg your pardon. It's £5 on its own. It was £8 something in a set. And there's a Derwent number 1, number 2, and number 3. Then they've brought out this little one that goes in half, but it is actually a bit damper. It's not as dry as this one. So I shall poke along. I just don't know what I've done with. Oops, sorry guys. There's going to be lots of noise. Sorry about this. Although I might actually try with this new brush. I might try with this one actually, because I've tried with the dry pencil, just touching the tip and then colouring. So basically, I've got, instead of doing that and that, I'm doing that and that. So I might actually do that. And you can squeeze for more water, but obviously I don't want to. But it is actually quite a chunky one. But as I say, these do not fit at the end. And I've lost that when I put it somewhere. But the one that goes on the Derwent one will go there. So I might use that one actually. So let's see if I can. Might as well do it small. So we want the pen's a bit wrong actually. So we've got metallic. Pan pocket set. And as I say, I've cleaned it. I might have to do it that. Oh, you don't want to see it in pencil. I'll just put I'll put gold, pale gold, silver, ice blue, blue, and green. And then I shall put lime green, sunset, red, pink, purple, and graphite. Now with the pencils, they have a bit of a shimmer. I just apologise. I've just got to see if I can get this. I'll just have to maybe try and say something and hope that it will do it. Oh, it does. That's fine. So I don't normally have it very wet. Might be easy for me to get that's very wet, and then trail it so it's kind of wet, and then I've done a silly thing because I've turned that way. So in theory, this is the gold here. So I haven't read any instructions, which I suppose I should have done. It seems to be very, very. Oh yes, these are not the same as these, because already, oops, that's beautiful. Oh, it won't. I can see it really shimmering. Now these are a dull shine, so already so that's the pale gold, that's the pale one. So we've got kind of a bit of a thing going on, and draw it backwards. Normally I draw it forwards actually, but I'm drawing it backwards. Very nice, make beautiful for Christmas these. Shame we've just had Christmas. There's almost like it's almost like a very fine glitter, if I can say that. And it's not going to shine, it's not going to show up. Maybe just a bit. We'll see when I've finished. And then the next one is silver. I'm actually going to turn it that way because I like to kind of do that with it. It's better. So you get a little bit of a size of a pinhead. Yeah, and the silver you could say is definitely, that's definitely silver. And because I do that, I don't waste any. Graphitint Yorkshire Lass. So the next one would be ice blue, which is there. Yes, that's very nice. They're very they're a typical pan like the others, but nothing at all. I don't want to. But they're nothing at all really like these. These are different. I just need to take. I bought this little tiny mouse, and now call it a pebble, and you can't see it. I just have to go in here and just take this automatic. Just have to take the automatic thing off it. Right, so then we've got blue. No, that last one's green. And I do like to take it from dark to light because that means that that's almost clean. And I'll go back to the blue. I missed that one off. Yeah, that's quite a nice metallic blue, that. So yeah, I quite like those. Yep, they're lovely. They're not what I expected, so they're not like these, but that's fine. That's fine. I can live with that. Let me just take this off automatic focus, otherwise it would drive me insane. So then we go back to lime green. So this is the bottom row now. Just a bit bigger than a pinhead, because you obviously want, in any graded shade, you want the strongest. And then just make, I've not used this brush before like this. I've never squeezed it, so it's all new, this. And then that's the sunset. It when they say it's metallic, it's almost like it's got glitter in it. But whereas other ones have said over the years that they're kind of metallic, not really a patch on this. Yeah, some lovely colours coming out now. And the next one is the pink. And really there's barely anything there. Normally it's just a little dot. Then there's the purple. And then last but not least, the graphite, which I would think is going to be a glittery black, or a glittery dark grey, shall we say. Now, I don't seem to have any glitter on the last three. Now, I'm not sure if that's because I've just maybe got something. Just try the red again. That was the red one. Oh, yes, the red one's shimmering now. So that's the red one. And this is the pink one. And sometimes there's a little bit of a film on them to protect them. So yeah, they're quite nice of those. I like those. Again, the touch and go system for colouring gives me another dimension. We just take the automatic focus off, guys, because it may drive us totally potty. We seem to have got that. Right, so that's their colours. Now I'll make a very quick. I won't label them because I know what they do because I have them. But the silver, it has a metallic sheen, whereas these look almost like there's glitter. I don't know if I'm explaining. Let me see if I can turn the lights out, and then that might actually look slightly better. Maybe. It does look like, oh, there you can see there's the metallic, but not on the last three. But I think it's because I didn't get low enough. These don't do that. These have a little bit of a shimmer. So to start with, they're not as shimmery, but it has an overall sheen, if that makes any sense. So to me, that looks like almost like it's got glitter in it. It's very, very shiny, very reflective and very shiny. These just have, so that I would say would be that one. So this one is pewter. Do we think pewter? I'll have a bit of a look and see if that's what that does. We have a gold and then an antique gold. So if we put a gold, and again you get a duller shine, but and then we've got the antique gold. When I think of metallic, I think of a little bit of a sheen, but as I said, these look very, very shiny. Turn the other light out, we might just get maybe slightly better. Perhaps not. Perhaps not. Oh, hi Robin, welcome back to Bunny Designs. I was just trying to show the shininess. These almost look like glitter. It definitely is sparkly. I would say sparkly, definitely. Whereas the original Derwent pencils, that one is bronze, which they do have a bit of a sheen to them, but not. It was not what I would call as shiny. They don't shine on the paper like the others do. I'm going to do them down here because they are different colours, although that's... There is a bit of a sheen to it, but they're not the same. Not the same. That's the green one. Which they call yellow, but I would call that a bit green. So that one's the red one. Just make sure that it's clean. I did quite like them for just colouring in the Bible pages. Sorry, beg your pardon. No, I wouldn't use these in the Bible pages. On the my little sketchbook. Sorry. Oh my goodness me. Sorry, guys. My my bullet journal. There's a few little shapes in there, and to add a little bit of colour, that's how I would use the pencils. But I will be scratching the squares of colour like this, and then using that. Just use the and then the last one is the green one, so I'll pop it there. Very, very similar in colour, but it has like an overall I don't want to say a matte sheen. I think I've probably not given these. If you can see, there is a little bit of a dullness to the top. I better do the green one again because that's the last one. That's the green one. Just to make sure I didn't miss any of the shiny, because the other ones are, you can see it. Yes, you can see it in the paint when you can touch it. It has a sheen on the end of the brush. So that's going to look really good if you want to do. I'm just going to try to take. No, I was going to try and take that out, but it seems my hands don't work. And so that one will be the blue one. That's the blue. Yes, that's very shiny. It was just that I hadn't, that's the iced blue. You can see when it's wet, there is a shimmer. It's almost like putting your paintbrush. If you put your paintbrush into silver paint, metallic silver paint, like Hasbro, for if you were doing something really shiny, it has that kind of a touch with the paintbrush. And you can see there's a little dot where darkness where I've used it. So I'm going to try the pink one. So that the other ones really are quite shiny. Yeah, you see these at the top. Now I wonder why they. So sunset, lime green, gold and pale and silver. Ah, that's interesting. Yeah, they don't have any glitter on them. I wonder if they've got tip top. I forced them into this little tin, which is designed for tubes. Oh, hi, Christian. Hi, Miss Mary Berry. Welcome to Bunny's Designs. I keep forgetting because I think it's about tea time here. I always forget the time. So unless I've kind of I know one did drop out upside down. Somewhere I've got a knife somewhere. I've had to move all the craft knives out the way. Thanks guys for stopping by. See, I've got, that's why I was holding it up. See, the lights seem to have gone on strike. Sorry guys, I didn't realise the glass jars were actually holding the light up. I thought I had some kind of a blade. These are quite loose. And I just wonder what it's like underneath. So this one is the pink. So let's just clean the brush. And there's a break in there. So let's look at the pink. It has a lovely sheen, but it's not glittery. The others are really glittery, like it's tiny glitter in them, whereas the other ones are not. So it doesn't matter whether you get into the side or not. And again with this one, you know you've got a creamy consistency. So in theory, if there was any glitter, we would pick it up. So I don't know if anybody else has found that. There's a bit more sheen to those than there is there. So when we're looking at it, the top row is very shiny. So the first, they're very shiny. And these are not as glittery, but I mean, it really does, the gold and the pale gold, the lime green and the sunset, the ice blue. Oh no, they are coming a bit more now. Maybe I just had a bit of something on the top of them. Yeah, they're quite like glittery shiny. They are very metallic. These are kind of just a metallic color pencils. But I do like the colors. But if you can see, those first few are really glittery, almost like it had glitter. And it may be because it's a new set, they may settle down like these, or these might get a bit better than those. Haven't seen yet. But it's still going to be nice to have a bit of a play with those, especially when we've got some metals and the Kirby Roseannes have lots of nuts and bolts and things on, so that will be quite nice. So I've got War of the Worlds. I'm guessing the metallic ones are exactly the same. Sorry, beg your pardon. The Graphitints. But I've got 24 of those. But I am guessing that they're going to be exactly the same. Maybe they've played with the compound and the mixture with it. So I probably wouldn't use them on creatures, but I think I've seen something quite metallic. Can't find anything now. The sundial, that might look quite nice. So you could do that in the other colours and then put the shiny in the middle. That would look quite nice. But I do like the touch and go system. I haven't done anything in this one at all. And the inside you could do with the other colours, and then the outside of the jewels. So if you have any jewels, they'd look really, really cool, I think. And it also adds a little bit of sparkle. I did like these to do with the Graphitint, but again, that metallic blue is very much like the. Now I have to think that these are mine from the bottom, aren't they? So yeah, the blue. They are quite nice, those. And I suppose if you wanted to do the eye, I might use those to be really shiny. Not what I was expecting, I have to say. I don't know what I was expecting, but the red one and the pinks one, they're very similar. But now I've got my pencils and this set, they're looking almost the same. And the blue, the green is fairly similar, but mine's a little bit deeper. My colors are a bit off, but that is a beautiful green. Sea green is that one, and the blue is a nice blue. And when you turn them, they do shimmer, as do mine a little bit. But the lime green, the sunset, the gold, pale gold, silver, and ice blue, those 6 at that side, they really do shimmer, sparkle. Just get, they really are sparkly, shimmery. So that's interesting. I think I may not have got the other thing, and it might come round a bit if I do a bit more. Let me see if I can find something that would be quite nice. I haven't actually looked at this. This is what I quite like. So I'll have a bit of a play with those, and I'm going to try and incorporate my metallic pencils because they are quite as good. Now they've made some more shimmery, but I kind of like my golds and my bronzes because they're quite nice for doing metal things and hot cogs and wheels and things. So I might have to think about that. I'll just put those to one side and shut that one. And this is the Graphitint, and I haven't got my Graphitint with me, but I'll turn that over and I shall do a bit of a they are a bit shiny, but if I hold them like that, you can see there are some beautiful colors. So there's they do not look in the right order. Oh, that grey looks right. That looks green. Maybe that's yellow, so we are, maybe that is right. It'll come autumn brown. Let's have a look. I haven't touched, oh, wrong thing. My pen's decided it wants to have a, I washed this one out too well. So we've got, well, I don't need to do that because I didn't realize how difficult writing was going to be. So it's clean, is that lovely and clean. But once you start using them, the tips do get stained. So let's try autumn brown. And again, I'm going to go backwards because start darkest. So just try and make a little bit of a, to get underneath if there is a little bit of, yeah, I don't think that's autumn brown. I think these colors have been mixed up, but we'll just go for it. So the next one, yeah, those two are the wrong way around. And these are definitely the same colors as the Graphitint, but obviously they might be a bit stronger. And then we have grey green. which I know is the wrong way around. That's graphite. Yeah, I can tell. You can just tell that's the right way around. So somebody's put them in the box wrong. So that's, I don't know what that one is then. That's grey green. And that's ocean blue. That's the right way around. Oh, hi Pamela, welcome to Bunny Designs. Just have to stop hubby going through things because it so I've got 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 5 6. So we'll start here with steel blue, which I'm not sure that's going to be steel blue. And again, I think sometimes they have a little bit of a coat on them when you first get them. And then so again, these are going to be lovely for using on all the metal mickeys, as I call them, all the metallics, or on anything really. There's just something nice about these dull colors. We like the bright ones, but just sometimes you get all these beautiful dull tones and there's a bit of color through. So that's 4, and then this one's oops, wrong way around. That's the 5th one. That's the port. I think that, yeah, you can tell that might be port. And so, I mean, I've only done them, I haven't made big puddles and holes in them, but you can tell you have got about maybe 5 to 10 shades. So they'll be lovely for, and again, I'll take them out of here. I'm quite tempted to see if I've got something that's going to be quite taller, because this particular one here, because they brought out the Inktense blocks of paints. They brought this one out. I have them here, and then of course I've got the same sponge, but I've used a different brush. And again, I keep them in here, so I know I can grab that, and I know all the Inktense blocks are in there. And these are the really bright ones. If I want to do something like the fish with the beautiful big tails and things. So I know that's in there, but I actually kind of want to, because some of these are a little bit different in set. I think I want to incorporate the metallic pencils with them, because as I say, I have been using them just to do a little bit of, sometimes if you're journaling, I've never done it before, but I'm getting into it, that you might want to put that little bit of colour. And that was just touching. I mean, as I say, I've had this set for 20 odd years. You can still buy them. I think they're still in the range. They're quite cheap. They're a bit cheaper now, £24, £25. But there is a very slight sheen. If you can just see a bit of a sheen, just a little bit. See if I can do it like that. Let's see. Hands don't work, guys. Sorry. If you can see where these colours are here, there's a little bit of a sheen, and that's the metallic pencil. And I think I did another couple of little bit, just to touch a little bit of colour in things. You can do it 2 ways. You can do that if your thumbs aren't as bad, and then manipulate it into the shape. Or do what I do sometimes, is I just, what I was doing using this brush, just doing that. And then, and it just kind of made a little bit of colour somewhere. That's when I stopped streaming in April last year. I don't know what pen that was. It's a bit shiny, that one. They're not very bright, but just to have a bit of a play. So they're quite nice, but I will probably put those into, and again, clean the brush. Once you start using them, they never go completely clear again, but they always clean. They never cling to any colour, as long as you clean them afterwards, but that's normally enough to do. So yeah, I kind of like those. I like those colours. Oops. I do like those colours. So that was the Graphitint paints, which they are very similar to the ones that I'm used to the pencils. So if you bought the Graphitint pencils, then you know you would have the same colours. The the metallic paint palette, they are a little bit shinier. You can probably maybe see here, you can tell they almost look like they've got glitter in them. They haven't, but they're very shiny. And I don't know where to put this on the other side. Yes, there's a little bit more appeared in the red. So I think once I've got down to off the top of that coating, I think I'll get them as shiny as that one. But there is almost like flecks of silver, of glitter in there. They're very, very shiny. But it doesn't look like glitter. It literally, wherever the paint is or the color is, the glisten is, if that makes any sense. So it's not like just putting glitter on colors. It's just that they are very, very, very metallic, very, very shiny. So yeah, they look quite good. Sometimes it looks, there's like a nail varnish that has a shimmer to it, more of a shimmer to it than a normal nail varnish, if that makes any sense. I don't think I'm making any sense. Sorry guys, I'm not making any sense, am I? No. Need to keep that out to remind me that that goes on there. So but they'd be lovely for doing well, anything. It would probably do this one, because you've got you would need your little swatch, your color swatch, rather than this one, so you can make a good judgment of what the colors do, because again you can get maybe 8 or 9, 10 shades out of one pan. That bottom layer is mine. Do that, hadn't I? Oopsie, the pigs are at that. All my folding skills. But for Christmas, I've been saving some of the vegan biscuit things, the boxes, because they look like little houses, and I was going to try and I wanted to cover them for my daughter for Christmas, to make these little houses, and the bone folder and the bone papers it's kind of gone out the window. So yeah, I like that. They're quite nice. I mean, the ice blue, yeah, that's going to make some really nice shimmery silvery leaves, especially when you could do the Christmassy ones. That would be quite good for the bows. You could get a really nice ribbony kind of type shine onto it. And the metallics, I've just got this thing about earthy metallic colors for clocks. That's quite nice, is that? So you could start quite dark, and then when the leaf comes out, it gets lighter and lighter. Yes, I kind of like that. I haven't looked at either of these two books. There's Worlds Within Worlds, which I think it's see that one. This one is the one, is the combination of the others. Yes, this is the combination. This would be good with the shiny metals. I think that would be quite nice. I think there is another clock in this one, isn't there? Yeah, there's that one. Now that would be quite interesting to do. So I could do that one. I've done it in Graphitint, so actually I could do it in this one. So I could do it with this one. So again, I've got the little, that's handy. Now I did force them in there for some reason. I don't know why I thought I'd put them in there, because I can get the brush in. So I'll have a go with this brush. It's a bit alien, but it's a new brush we need to try. Again, I've just realized that yes, those shiny ones will be beautiful for the dragonflies. I might actually use my metal, my tins. I don't know if they do these. I think they still do these. I hate using things that people can't get hold of anymore. That's why I'm a little bit apprehensive. But I'm pretty sure you can still get the metallic pencils from Derwent. I do actually have the tin, I think. For some reason, all these tins have appeared. No, they're that's the Graphitint. That's what the Graphitint ones look like that go with the others. And Murphy's Law is going to tell me Aquatone. That's the tin for the metallic tin. So I can actually put my babies back in the tin. They haven't been in the... Oh! Obviously, somebody's been messing about. Somebody's been messing about. So that's actually quite nice, because the tin means I can put them in the tin. And as I say, they've given you 12 of the 12 colours of the Graphitint. And this is what the tin looks like for the pencils. And I think, I can't remember how much they were actually. I just can't remember how much they were, but I can't find the pencils at the minute. I'm a bit cross with myself. I did have a look in order. So I think we've got 80. There's 80 silver, and then the other one is the gold one. 84, 83. So there's silver, antique gold, and then there's gold, and copper, yellow, which is really a green, I would say. 91 is green, 90 is blue, and we've got the purple and the pink and the red So as you can see from there, I haven't used a lot of them, and yet I've used them in quite a lot of quite a probably 10 drawings, maybe 10 pages, colored them in. And yet when I put them back in here, you can see that I don't use them from here at all. I use them in my little book of watercolors. And I was inspired by this beautiful drawing here. And the gentleman that actually drew that actually messaged me on the video. So there is a video about the Derwent metallic pencils, and the gentleman on there actually drew the butterflies, and it's a beautiful, beautiful sketch. So I did love those, and I still do love them. I still do love them. Which is again why now, you know, I don't have anything that bright here, because that's my lime green. Well, actually, I think my lime green is quite bright. So I've got the kind of the best of both worlds, if that makes any sense. So thanks, guys, for watching. Let's get on. Actually, I don't know whether to stop this and do it and go straight into another, because that was just the comparison, wasn't it, guys? I think I'll do that. Now I've done the comparison of the Derwents, I'm going to colour that page in. And then I'm going to do this page in the metallics, because it is quite a nice page. I do like the clock and with the flora and fauna. It's difficult with live shows, guys. Apologies, I'm still ithery. But thanks for stopping by. I'm going to try and get back in a couple of seconds when I get the camera. It isn't my tissue, it's for my pen, because it keeps wanting to leak. If you do clean them too quickly, you get a little blob, and then it's murder. So thanks, guys, for watching. I hope you have a pleasant afternoon, evening, or morning, depending where on the planet, and hope to see you again soon. Take care. Thanks for joining me, and thanks for watching on YouTube.